Hello everybody, welcome to the newest installment of I Draw All My Friends Characters, D&D characters in new-fledged art. This time I did something different. I was inspired to make some kind of art study, and the art or the artist I have chosen is Alphonse Mucha. His style is very in beautiful renditions of the female form, uh, a lot of um, not a lot of decor and symmetry and very flowy, and this is why I chose this for a character of my friend who is a barbarian dancer, Goliath half giant esque dancer. And yeah, let's check this out. Okay. And this is a long one. It took me 13 hours total. In the end, I was very exhausted, but. And 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, the inspiration. This is, of course, her own artwork. She made herself. She also did the original character art. And I started some sketching of Mucha's dancer. And fittingly, her character. This is Sachiya, the fire giant Goliath inspired barbarian dancer, dual wielding. I did some sketches beforehand, just some light tracing to get the feeling of the form, which pose I'm gonna work, where her swords go. She has those really pretty scarf, and I wanted to exaggerate the form and the flowiness. I'm worked here in some of the clothes just to get some basic shapes in. Did some a lot of this work was some vectoring, and I thought just having a shape to begin with to work around with was really helpful. Uh, and what I wanted to capture was the crazy flow of the hair. I thought it was really great work. It's one of my favorite pieces of Mucha. Yeah, Sachiya is from an wild desert tribe, a Goliath tribe, wandering, traveling, and they are known not exactly like bandits, but a style of life is in the type of uh, we go around, we fight people of cities and residents, and if they lose, we get stuff. It's basically robbing. But it's for their tribe, the Vamailaga, which is also Breath of the Wild, all those people, Gerudo people inspired. A lot of strong female warriors. but not explicitly only female only, but the vibe of very strong warrior type people who just are fixated on their own strength and their own kind of trials of combat. And her fighting style is the style of a dancer. Their special type of barbarians or of her character get into a dancing trance. So they will start to move and dance a special rhythm or a special ritual, and she got a specific subclass feature that she can create illusions while dancing, so she can defend some hits. But the speciality is movement, and if you restrict her movement, she will not be able to do a lot of things. Yes, I worked around trying to do some basic colors and shapes, get the feel where the swords should be positioned. I wanted one sword hidden behind the cloth and the other in front and in front of her hair. Yeah, she has some kind of darker skin tone, and her type of Goliath is specifically trained under the desert heat, so she has resistance to fire. So she does very well in heat, but she is very what's the word of empfindlich? She's kind of weak to the cold. I think from her original art, the color of her skin and the rendering of my friend's art is very great work, where I try to conceptualize and just bring it to the shape. Honestly, I'm very proud of the face. It was very great to recreate it. And I tried working with the different tones of her features, recreated her longer-ish ears. It's D&D. Who cares who has slightly spiky or longer hairs? So it's fine. I tried using her original hair. I tried working with the hairlines. I did a lot of different layers, and I didn't know which one to put in front and which one to take back. So I made a bunch of different layers. Oh yeah, took a short break because breaks are important. Anyway, she has this great color scheme of darkish reds and her brownish gray skin and the pieces of golden accents. And I tried to incorporate all these colors. I thought they were a great design choice. It's very very fitting. It's like the ground, the darkish ground, and cooling fire, but also the almost crackling gold of molten magma and lava. Very, very great inspiration to create this piece. Yes, I did a slightly darker take of her hair. On the, it's lighter than in the original, but I still try to make it dark. The hair was a lot of work. I don't know how Muha did this in person. I only tried to replicate it in digital, and that was crazy lot work. I think the hair was the piece of that I worked on the most. The hair is crazy, but it's beautiful, and my line work is very weak, so it's great practice, I must say. Yeah, I try to, because I think the hair is the most important piece of showing the flowiness, and the piece and the background of the hair should be considered, because hair flows, well, not equally. There are some parts that are not always completely shown. So that's, and Mucha's style has a very distinct outline, I have to say. So it's a lot of pieces that have distinct line work. Oops. Yes. The line work. Yes, his pieces has strong outside line work, but the inside is delicate shaded and a lot of lines overall. So I really did a deep dive in his work. I tried to replicate. My line work is not fairly strong, but it was a great practice. And maybe I needed some more structured brushes, but I'm just working on it. So it can't be that bad. Yes. Yes, I tried a lot to do with her hair. It's at some points very frustrating, because you don't know which pieces go where. I think in the original artwork, the pieces go awfully confusing themselves. I found some minor detailed mistakes of Mucha himself, so I can't be that off. But even a master artist can make mistakes. So mistakes shouldn't be something that stops you from doing art. Okay. Oh, it isn't. Oh, it didn't stop for some kind of reason. Yes. I worked very much with the tools. I have some idea how to use the tools in my art program. So creating some distinct shapes. I think that's... I like it. I work a lot, and I showed it to my friends, and they also liked it. And it's very much just a great thing to work on, and even if it's not well done, it's a great practice piece. So I can't be that mad. Just create. I saw a lot of inspirational posts on Reddit and stuff. Make it exist, and then make it perfect. I started with sketches, and worked the groundwork, and made some shapes, then made some line work, or some gradual shapes, and piece by piece just finished it. Finishing something is something that I'm very difficult, or I have difficulties with, just from an creating and having an end product, basically. That's something I somewhat struggle with. I know how to do some things, but I maybe don't know how to end stuff. And that's what I somewhat struggle. Oh, finally, we are not on the hair anymore. My god. Okay, we go to the swords. Sachiya has an takes full use of the dual wielding combat style. She has some special swords that are Middle Eastern inspired, or I don't know where they came from. Maybe some kind of different cultures. I mean, as a dungeon master, I talk a lot at the beginning what kind of style she wants to use. They are somewhat cutlass-esque, but we called them, how did we call them? Balato. Not Balatro, not the card game, Balato. Some... What are those again? Let me see. A Balato. It's cutlass-esque. It's an Indonesian, yes, sword. Let's see. Yeah, the Balato. A sword that originates from Nias, an island off the west coast of North Sumatra, Indonesia. Is a sword with a large variety of blades, hilts, and scabbards. 3 types: almost straight blade back, straight edge, cutting edge is rounded from the place back, or in some kind of way. They also have the crazy decorated hills, which have the head of some mythical creatures, or I don't know. Yes, but it's scimitar-esque, but it's just a different kind of type. It's a bigger sword, perfect for some bigger lady. she's a strong woman, girl bossing, but she loves to cook. She is an experienced chef and barkeep type of person. She gave up. She left her tribe, or she got exiled from her tribe after refusing to kill one of her closest friends in, well, some kind of ritual of trial or combat trial. So she was exiled, or both of them were exiled. She found out her friend was taken care of from the now known enemy, a sleazy kind of villain who took care of her friend, and she stopped fighting for a lot of time after her exile or her banishment, working in a tavern. One of her tribespeople opened the tavern, left the tribe himself, and, well, started a peaceful life. Let me drink something. So, after taking care of the tavern owner Gavan, who took her basically under her care with her 3 big hellhound dogs, which she found in Prismare, the town of most of the characters, where they spend the most time living there. So this player had a lot of the great places, or helped create the places of interest in the more of the wealthy people, which come there, those patrons visiting the high society of Prismara. Yes, and their place is exceptionally known of star fruit wine, but she also loves to create some excellent cocktails, exotic fruits. Oh, I did the hand wrong, so I switched it. It's not her right hand, her left hand. I changed it to the other side because it was wrong. Some of the line outside was too thick, so I changed that. I wanted to paint the lines themselves. They look crooked at some pieces, but it's an artful touch. This is art. It's supposed to not be perfect. And I love the Mucha-esque, I don't know how to call that. This is the back piece is made of vectors, and when I talked about her hellhounds, her beloved hounds, it's also the symbol of the tavern. These horse-sized dogs are the pride of Prismare. So I made a design involving paw prints because it's cute. So vector is of course great to make this scale very well. Easy to copy. Boom. And some in-between designs. I tried sketching some pieces, maybe some flame, but it wasn't exactly what I kind of liked, and it didn't fit well with the shape. Then maybe some kind of heart design, futzing around. Oh yeah, two flames. Yes, sure. And then maybe tribal-esque arrow type thing. Somewhat Fire Fire Nation inspired. Kind of like looks like a mask or a bird or something tribal-esque. I don't know, man. I thought it's just pretty. So it's now a piece of the design. Have to scale and fit it until it worked nicely. There probably is some easier way to do it, but oh well. So copy it on the other side, try to make it fit also. Yes. And now she is the symbol of tavern, the hearth and home, or the dogs, the hellhounds are also the mascot of the group. So the name of the group, they have been the Hellbeans, like the toe beans of the dogs, and it's of course it's Hellbeans. Mucha is also very known for his line shading. So I try to create some lines, copied those lines, so they would be perfectly parallel, because lines are hard. Yeah, I was struggling to finally get some working lines, and instead of recreating multiple lines, I just copied them, and yeah, it works. They look good. I'm proud of myself. Jesus. So we get some details. And normally what I should have done would be more symmetrical. I don't know, man. Muha has a lot of flowers, but flowers wouldn't fit. So maybe some flames or fire or kindle or sparks. I try to use like those just small sparking flames trailing like the petals of a flower. Something that flows in the wind. Just copy and paste a bunch of times. Yeah. Just repositioning and filling some blank spaces. And put some behind of the design, because of course, why not? Just have the flow, my insignia. I could have done probably more left and right, but it's good. I like it. It's a great study work. I'm very proud of the pieces, the clothes, the shading. I missed some details, but I purposely left out her tattoos because I didn't want to do anything wrong, but it fits very well with Muka's just basic shapes. I didn't do much shading, but it worked, or shifting the color scheme. But it's great. Inspired work of the original. Yeah, that's it. See you next time in the next installment of I purposely use the characters of my friends, their inspiration to create my art because I think they are cool and I want to recreate some art and try and do some new piece. Yeah, because it's cool. Yeah.